Alright, so in the last video, we saw what can happen if you're not careful about writing your statements inside the curly braces of the ACT method. In this video, I want to go over some of the other things that can come up when you're trying to write statements. So we saw with the move method that we needed to write it with a 5 inside these parentheses. So these parentheses here around the 5, just in case you can't see them, those are these guys. The opening parentheses is the character above the 9, where you have to hold down the shift key and click and press on the 9 key. And then the closing parentheses is this one above the 0. Okay, so that's what we have here. So here are the curly braces, but here we need the parentheses, the characters above the 9 and above the 0. Okay, so this compiles fine with no errors, but how do we know that we need to stick this 5 in here, or a number, right? We could have said move 1, right? And that would work. If we take a look, I'm going to stick a turtle on the screen here. The move method is inherited from actor, right? So that one is right here. So see, it says void move, and then in parentheses it has the letters int. So int is short for integer. And as you know, an integer is a whole number, right? Could be positive, negative, or 0. So that's what it's looking for. It needs that information to know what to do. So if I just click on it like this, it's going to ask me. It's going to come up. It says method call. So now I'm making a method call. I'm asking the turtle to actually do what the method tells it to do. Okay, so I'm making a method call, and the method call is to move. Okay, so I'm asking the turtle, that's why it says turtle dot here, I'm asking the turtle to execute its move method, but the system is telling me I need more information, and I know I need an int because it says right here int, so I need to put in a number. And like I said, integers are positive or negative, so if I wanted to add a negative number, that would be perfectly acceptable. I could say -9, click OK, and he moves back 9 spaces. All right, so that's how I know that I need to put a number in here. Now, what happens if I leave out the number? Let's try compiling that and see what it says. Nope, right here it says move int in greenfoot.actor cannot be applied to empty parentheses. So greenfoot.actor. Greenfoot, you see this package name up here, greenfoot.star. They have to import. Greenfoot.actor. Actor is the class. Remember, we saw that the turtle inherits methods from animal and also inherits methods from actor. Okay, so actor is the class that actually defines the move method. Okay, but so it's inherited from actor. That move method cannot be applied to an empty pair of parentheses. see if it says anything in the help here that helps us. It says the operator that you use here cannot be used for the type of value that you're using it for. You're either using the wrong type here or the wrong operator. Okay, so I'm not going to go into detail on that, but you get the idea that we did something wrong here. We could also have like typed in, let's say if I type in the number 1, I'm just going to type in a string. Let's see what it says about that. You know what? It says the same, almost the same thing. Move int in Greenfoot actor cannot be applied to. It has the parentheses again, but this time, because we actually put something inside the parentheses, it says it can't be applied to java.lang.string. So anything in quotes is actually a string object. So that doesn't work. If I say true, let's see what it says. Oh, it can't be applied to a Boolean. So a true, so the words true and false are Booleans as opposed to integers. They're not integers, so they won't work. So only integers can work here. And now we compile with no problems. Okay. We also can't have more than one integer, right? It can't be applied to int comma int because it's expecting exactly one integer. Okay. All right. What else? Okay, so another thing that was pointed out in the video is that you need to end every statement, and that the statements are the sentences inside the white triangles here. You need to end your statements with a semicolon. So if we leave off the semicolon, we have trouble too. It says, oh, it says semicolon expected. So that's kind of a useful error message. So we can stick in our semicolon, and now it compiles. Yeah, so that's the basic, some of the main problems that people can run into making statements. Oh, and the other thing I see sometimes is people will forget altogether to put parentheses in. So if we try compiling that, it says not a statement. Okay, you need to have your parentheses. Even some methods don't require any input parameters, but even then, like act for example, but even then you have to write the method name with the parentheses. You just wouldn't put anything in there. Okay, so those are the main errors that I see people running into when they're starting out.